All right, everybody, welcome back. We're going to continue our anchor series with a fixed and focused anchor. And basically, you'll want a rope or a piece of webbing or what have you to tie your anchor. And we're going to use these two trees right here. And what you would do is just sling both of them and then pull your center. And something you need to remember is it's fixed and focused. That means you have to determine where your line of force is going to be. So, because once we tie this knot, if we want our legs to be equally weighted, they need to be in line with our knot. Okay. Make sure you have enough tail here. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit more because it's gonna be a big knot. Okay. Then I'm gonna go over here and grab this leg. And lower that just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So if my force is gonna be how I'm pulling it right now, that's how I want to tie my knot. So right now we have a center loop and two tails. So we'll keep the center loop in the center. We'll take this tail here and wrap it around. And then we'll take our other one, put that here in the center. And then we're going to wrap it around the other way. Okay, we're going to keep all these strands together. We're going to keep our force to the direction we want it in. Then we're just going to keep all our strands parallel and about 2 feet or so, and we're just going to tie a big overhand knot. And make sure you grab all 3 strands equally. And again, we're keeping our force the way we had it originally. And we're going to pull. Okay, and this is just a big, ugly overhand knot. And what it's going to do is, if you do it right, it's going to capture both trees equally, and you have equal force on both. Okay, now the only thing you need to be concerned about is you're going to have 3 loops coming out of here. If your carabiner isn't big enough, these 3 strands might cross-load your carabiner a little bit. And if that's the case, just drop a loop. Just grab 2. Okay, so, but some call this the BFK knot, big freaking knot, because it's a huge knot, but just a huge overhand. It's an ugly knot, but it works. Okay, so let's untie that, and I'll show you a different method. Okay, so let's pretend instead of going this way, we want to go this way. Okay, say these were fence posts or something like that. Same deal. We're going to make sure we have enough tail so the knot gets captured. And we're going to wrap this around. And remember, we're going to be pulling in line with the 2 trees. We're going about 2 feet, and we're going to tie an overhand knot. Okay, so now we're pulling in line with the trees. Both trees are weighted equally, so both trees are carrying the load equally. It's just a down and dirty way of tying a fixed and focused knot. And again, if 3 strands are too much, just drop 1 and just capture 2, just like that. Okay, not the prettiest knot, but it works. Just a big overhand knot. Now we'll go over here, and I'll show you a different variation for capturing that load. And we'll start with a rope, a smaller rope this time, and we're going to capture these 2 trees right here. And what we can do is equal it up, grab our center strand. Okay, now this is also a fixed and focused, so we need to be pulling in the direction of the forces applied. And what you'll end up with is, instead of taking this strand and wrapping it around, we're just going to let the tails run wild. Okay, we're more interested in that center loop. Pull it like that, tie an overhand knot. Okay, and then we're going to pull all 3 strands, just like that. And you have 1 center loop for your carabiner, and the 2 tails are just running out of the knot. These aren't going to pull through, so don't worry about that. And there's another fixed and focused anchor. And we can do that with webbing also. Okay, kind of equal everything up. Pull the center. You'll end up with, let's go ahead and get our strands fairly flat. Okay, you'll end up with something like that. And you're just going to tie an overhand knot. There you go. And then the 2 tails will be running wild. And then you'll have a center loop for your carabiner. And when you pull it, it's going to capture both of your trees equally. Okay, this is a fixed and focused anchor, version 2. All right, hope that helps. See you on the next one.